A lot of my feelings on this project after consistently spinning it has allowed a lot of my thoughts to properly fall into proper place, and while I know I will continue to have more thoughts and things to say, I will be putting it to bed with this video. Let's speak on how J. Cole dropped a masterclass album with The Fall Off. I will preface again by saying that I am just one man with an opinion. I am not an authority on hip hop, and I honestly don't like to intellectualize music more often than not because I genuinely think I don't have the music background, skills, knowledge, history, or know all the technical jargon to do so. I take immense pride in my cerebral horsepower, i.e., my ability to think critically, deconstruct, and analyze things, which is why I have always felt my greatest strength as a lover of rap music is how I understand and break down lyrics. It's also why I tend to lean to songs and artists who have something of substance to say in their songs. Now, with that being said, please hit the like button, subscribe, and let's talk about how great this album is. I do quickly want to say this. As a longtime J. Cole fan, it has always been difficult to be one because of all the jokes and the slander people levy at Cole and the fan base. Some of that is the fandom's own fault. Saying things like you need an IQ of 300 to even comprehend what the man is saying is ludicrous. I am not in that camp. I would describe the quintessential, true Jermaine Cole fans as people who appreciate honesty, verisimilitude, introspection, substance, being true to oneself, and elite storytelling. I say that to say this. I know what some media outlets and some popular music or hip hop content creators have been saying about this album. And what I am saying is, as a J. Cole stan, you shouldn't care. They aren't important. They also don't hold as much power as you think, and anyone who can easily be swayed by a single review is someone who lacks the mental fortitude to make up their own mind. Ignore them. They are sheep, puppets, easily manipulated, and we are better than that. I think the reason all this noise is easy for me to block out is because I actually do not care, and I have always held my own thoughts and opinions higher than everyone else that is alive, will be alive, and ever once was living. Arrogant and condescending? Yes, but I am a person that is overconfident. I don't care for celebrity worship or deifying humans that are famous. In my life, there are few people who I have had a lot of respect for despite not knowing them. Nisio Ishii, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kobe Bean Bryant, God rest his soul, and Jermaine Lamar Cole. CR7 and Kobe, while popular, respected, especially in certain areas, were never media darlings. They were extremely controversial and polarizing. Some people are just naturally loved and pushed by mainstream outlets, and Cole is one of those people who are not pushed by them or celebrated by them. However, look at what's being done right now. The numbers, the ticket sale numbers, the DSP plays or listens. I'm not sure exactly how the Spotify, Apple Music terminology is supposed to be said. Units sold, look at the CDs and the vinyls he's been selling, the way he's charting on Billboard or whatever it's called, all the people he's connecting with. That is undeniable reach, and despite all the negativity by some well-known personalities, he is still doing what he's doing and did what he did. And that is what truly matters. Us, the people, and we are rocking with J. Cole. I want to explain why I am giving The Fall Off a 10 out of 10. And listen, a perfect score doesn't mean something is perfect to me. I don't believe in the concept of perfection. And when I give something a 10 out of 10, it means one of two things or both, because two things can be true at once. It is a masterpiece, or whatever it is you were trying to accomplish was executed extremely well. To me, this album is most likely a top 3 Cole project. I am a Friday Night Lights kid and For Your Eyes only fan, and this album makes the podium in my opinion. So here's my case for why I believe it is a 10. Getting into Cole's technical mastery, his pen has never been sharper. The multi-syllabic rhyme schemes and the sheer density of his verses show a rapper who has spent the last 6 or so years in a relentless training camp. And I believe the narrative arc, the story he's telling, that there is something deeply satisfying about an artist acknowledging the end of their peak while simultaneously proving they're still at the top. It feels like a definitive closing chapter to me. I think the production quality is phenomenal. He managed to blend that classic soul sampling Dreamville sound with modern, harder hitting sonics without it feeling forced or out of place. You also need to think of the dual age concept of the entire album. So, the structure of the album, disc 29 versus disc 39, to me is a stroke of genius. It allows Cole to show his evolution by contrasting his mindset from a decade ago with his perspective now. I think around 29 is when he made Forest Hills Drive. Disc 29 captures that hungry, scrappy Fayetteville energy with tracks like Run a Train and Who the Fuck Is You. Disc 39 provides the wisdom, the experience, and peace of a veteran who has taken a lot of time to learn the ins and outs of the music industry, himself, family, and what it is that he values. Think of the song The Fall Off Is Inevitable, which segues into my next point, the technical peak. He's had a Nas rewind moment. The song The Fall Off Is Inevitable is already being cited as one of the greatest technical displays in hip hop history. Using a reverse chronological storytelling method, similar to Nas's Rewind, but spanning his entire life, he proved that his pen is sharper than it's ever been, in addition to doing a reverse storytelling concept and using the same rhyme scheme throughout the entire song. That is not easy to do. I don't think you guys realize how difficult that is. Now, I know J. Cole has been memed for no features and going platinum, etc., but the way he integrated certain legends and new stars on his album without initially listing them to keep the focus on the narrative was brilliant, and then eventually showing you who was on every song. I know he's not unique in that, but I still think it was very important to do with this album. Erykah Badu on the Villas. That elevator's interpolation was soulful. You got Futures and Thames bringing the modern textures to Bunce Road Blues. Then you have The Alchemist and T Mining providing a production background that feels more cinematic than his previous self-produced loops. PD Pablo for the North Carolina representation. PJ on the end of Legacy had me floating. And whoever it is that I'm forgetting, I think West Side Gun is on here somewhere as well. I think the sequencing and the orders of the track list have been really good as well, and I think the emotional closure is very powerful. The track Quick Stop acts as a perfect mission statement for his career. Instead of a King of the Hill victory lap, it's a People's Champ's reflection. It humanizes him in a way that makes the retirement theme feel earned rather than forced. And What If, rapping from Pac and Biggie's perspective, I thought that was a very powerful song with a secondary layer of the Kendrick and Drake thing. If you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, it's cool. And also, on the end of Bombs in the Ville Hit the Gas, when he's speaking to his younger self through the iPhone that travels through time, basically telling him to just keep going, everything is gonna be fine. That was incredibly dope as well. Him honestly experimenting with his sound with songs like The Let Out is also an absolute treat to the ear. He's gotten a lot more melodic and harmonic within his vocal range on this album more than he's ever done, and I've absolutely appreciated it. He sounds absolutely immaculate on songs like Legacy and Only You, and also Hit the Gas, the second part of Bombs in the Ville. I think the replay value and lasting appeal here are insane, and in time, people will come to appreciate this piece of art more And I think there is a song for everyone, any type of person, of mood, situation, or activity. Workout songs, hype songs, love songs, club songs, introspective songs, concepts, boom bap songs, so on and so forth. I have already made a J.Cole video if you are interested, and an unscripted look at the fall off after listening to it over and over again for a week, so I don't want to rehash and repeat myself here. I think this shit is mega dope and solidified to me why he is the greatest rapper alive. I think in time this album will be seen as a classic, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. We're going to be moving on from J. Cole and the fall off after this one. I just wanted to get some of my final thoughts and feelings out there. When It's a Boy does drop, I'll be back, but for now, we are going to be returning to our regular schedule program. Nerdy shit. Games, manga, comics, literary devices, etc., etc. Thank you guys for listening. And yeah, just let me know what you thought about the fall off, man. I really think that with every play, it's getting better, and I keep noticing more and more things that are making me enjoy and appreciate this album more and more. I'm signing out. I will soon be getting my ticket to see this man in Toronto or possibly Montreal, and I cannot wait. I have actually never been to a concert before, though I have been to one music festival, but this will be my first one, and I can't believe it's gonna be J.Cole. It's gonna be a fun time. Detective Hemmings out. Peace, and you guys have yourselves a mighty fine day.